Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Data Sculptor. Today we are going to cover the part 4 of this series to cover the top 50 questions. So I hope you all have watched all the remaining earlier 3 parts. If you have not watched, I have kept those videos in the description. So please do watch those before watching this video. So now let's start with the next set of questions. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to show the current date and time. So to show the current date and time, we have some inbuilt functions. So select get date. So get date will give you the time of the current time of the location of the server. So suppose this SSMS is installed in a server which is part of US, you will get the US timing. So, and if this is server is installed in India, if the hosted in India, you will get the India time. So get date will always give you the time where this server is hosted. And there is one more function called get UTC date. So get UTC date will always give you the UTC time, current UTC time. So these are the functions that will give you the current date and time. So the next question is, we need to write an SQL query to show the top n records of a table ordered by descending salary. So to show the top n or the top 5 records, we need to use select top 5 star from worker. So this will give you the first 5 records in any order. It can give, the data can be written in any order, but you want the records of a table to be returned by this the salary in descending order. So order by salary in descending. So this will give you the top 5 workers who are having the highest salaries. So if you see 8 worker ID 8 has 75,000, and all these values are in descending order based on the salary. So in this way we need to write an SQL query to show the top n records. So the next question is, we need to write an SQL query to determine the nth highest salary from a table. So to determine the nth highest salary, we need to use the row number function. So first select star comma row number. So it's comma row number over order by salary in descending order as Rn from worker. So this will rank all the workers based on the salaries. So if you see here, worker ID 8 has the highest salary, so the rank is 1, and worker ID 3 has the second highest, so the rank is 2, and this ranking goes on based on the salaries in descending order. So now the question is, we need to determine the nth highest salary, or say the 5th highest salary. So let's declare a variable, declare @n int. So let's call it let's keep the value as 5, and let's keep this in a CTE with CTE as, and select star from CTE where Rn is equal to @n. So we will filter out the CTE with the rank is equal to the variable we have declared here. So now if we run this, we will get the 5th highest salary, which is Olivia Anderson. So this way we need to write an SQL query to determine the nth highest salary from a table. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to determine the total salaries paid to all workers. So to find the total salaries paid to all workers, we need to use the sum function. So select sum of salary as total underscore salary from worker. So here we are not using any group by, because we aren't checking for any particular department or any particular workers and all. So directly we are checking the total salaries paid. So this is how we return the total salary paid. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to fetch the list of employees with the same salaries. So you need to return all the employees having the same salary. So the query is select. So here we need to use the self join. Select from worker as A, inner join again worker as B on A dot salary is equal to B dot salary, and A dot worker ID is not equal to B dot worker ID. So in this way we will return all the workers who are having the same salary between them. So A dot star. So if you run this query, this is what you get. So you aren't getting any output as you do not have any workers having the same salaries between them. So if you see, all of them are having distinct salaries. None of them are having the same salary. So the output, the query is not returning any output. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to show the second highest salary from a table using subquery. So earlier we have derived the nth highest salary using row number. So now we have to use a subquery. So select max of salary from worker. So select max of salary will give you the highest salary, but we want the second highest salary. So where salary is less than, again select max of salary from worker. So here what happens, first the subquery query is executed. So select max of salary from worker will give you the maximum salary. So what we are doing is, from the worker table we are filtering out all the salaries which are less than the maximum salary. So when you filter out all the salaries which are less than the maximum salary, you get a set of other salaries, and in those salaries you are checking the maximum. So this is how you get the second highest salary from a table. So let's verify this. Select top 10. So okay, select star from worker, order by salary in descending. So if you do in this way, we can verify the salaries. So here if you see, 72,000 is the second highest salary. So now if you run this query, you need to get 72,000. So this is how you write an SQL query to show the second highest salary from a table. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to show one row twice in the results from a table. So select star from worker. So this will give you unique rows, because the worker IDs are different and you are getting 10 rows for 10 different worker IDs. But the question is, you need to show one row twice. That means you need to duplicate the records. So how do you do that? You use your union all function. Union all, select star from worker. So if you do this union all, you are trying to union this data twice. So if you run this, this is what you get. So the worker ID is now repeating. That means a same row is now repeating twice, and instead of 10 rows we are showing 20 rows. So this is how you duplicate or show one row twice in results from a table. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to list worker IDs who are not managers. So you have these two tables, workers and worker titles. So the manager is present in worker title column, and you need to retrieve all the managers who are not managers. So select star from worker, where worker ID in select worker ID from worker title table, where worker title is not equal to manager. So this particular subquery will return you all the worker IDs present in worker title where the worker title is not manager, and you need, based these worker IDs, you need to pass these worker IDs to the worker table and return all the workers. So basically this query will give you all the workers who are not managers. You can also achieve this using joins. So please put down your answer using joins in the comment section. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to fetch the first 50% records from a table. So to fetch the first 50%, that means you need to fetch the first half of the table. So you have in this worker table, you have 10 records. That means you need to return the first 5 records. So how do you do that? So select star from worker where worker ID is less than select count of worker IDs, count of worker ID divided by 2 from worker. So divided by 2. So count of worker ID divided by 2, this should return 5. Okay, so I think yeah, this is the query. So if you run this, this should return 5, and you need to return all the workers whose worker ID is less than 5. But it will give you 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will just use equal to operator as well. So in this way, you should write an SQL query to fetch the first 50% records from a table. So the next question is, you need to write an SQL query to fetch the departments that have less than 2 people in it. So initially, while declaring the data set, I have made sure that all the departments are having 2 workers each. So to understand this query better, I have changed the worker ID 10's department to admin marketing. So now let's write this query to fetch the departments. So select department comma count of worker IDs, worker underscore ID from worker group by department. So this will give you the count of all workers present in each department. So now we need to apply a filter in this data to filter out all the departments which have less than 2 people in it. So we need to update the query in such a way that sales should be returned. So when we are using group, if we want to apply a filter after using the group by, we need to use the having. So having count of worker underscore ID is less than 2. So this will give us as, we will rename this as C and T. So this will give us all the departments which are having workers less than 2. So that's it for the part 4 of this series of top 50 questions. So if you like this content, please click on the like button and also click on subscribe button for more videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.